And then, hey, off your phone.
Mr. Moo, I'm watching an educational video. Come on.
There's no such thing as an educational TikTok video.
Yes, there is. Look at this.
All right, so today we're diving into one of those really interesting but often overlooked moments in American history, the Haymarket Affair. I'm sitting here with Truett Weber, who's an expert on labor history, to break it down. Now, I got to admit, I've heard about this event, but I don't really know the full details. Can you give us a rundown of what happened at Haymarket Square?
Absolutely, Joe. So the Haymarket Affair took place on May 4th, 1886 in Chicago, the economic powerhouse of America. It started as a peaceful labor movement rally in support of the striking workers, mostly for an 8-hour workday, but also to protest police brutality. But then things took a dark turn.
Yeah, I've heard there was a bomb involved, right? It went from a peaceful protest to this huge tragedy. How did that escalate so quickly?
Exactly, Joe. It was peaceful at first, but as the rally was winding down, someone threw a bomb at the police who were there to disperse the crowd. The explosion killed several police officers, and in the chaos that followed, dozens of people were injured. The authorities then arrested several labor leaders, even though there was no solid evidence linking them to the bombing.
So they didn't even know who threw the bomb? That's crazy. And what happened after that? How did this event impact the labor movement?
It was a turning point. The public reaction was a mix of fear and outrage. The authorities used it as a way to crack down on labor activists, labeling them as dangerous radicals. The trial that followed was highly controversial. 7 men were convicted and 4 were executed. Even though many believed that they were innocent or they weren't directly involved, it essentially solidified the struggle for workers' rights as a central issue in American politics.
Wow, that's intense. It's crazy to think about how one event like that could change the course of history, especially for the labor movement. Thanks for breaking it down, man.
Anytime, Joe.
All right, folks, that's a quick look at the Haymarket Affair. It's wild how history shapes everything we do today, and we're still dealing with some of these issues. Let's keep the conversation going. All right, so today we're...
What is up, guys? Today, I am going to be exploring an abandoned factory I found in the middle of nowhere. You didn't see that. I came to this factory a few weeks ago, and it found it really weird. There were some noises I heard, so I tried to get out of there. But I'm back now because I'm an idiot and I want to see what it is. Let's get into it. Oh man, this place is kind of creepy. Take back the means. Who are you?
Expand the union.
What? Hello? This is freaking me out, man. Oh! I really hope there are no union workers around this corner. Oh!
We have 15,000 workers.
Help me! No! Help! I'm just a corporate bootlegger. I can't do this. Somebody save me!
We have 150,000
This is going on a really long time.
International workers of the
Why is
world
this still happening?
rising.
No! No!
Industrial workers of the world is in control of the video now.
Save me!
You know who we are, punk?
You guys are the industrial workers of the world.
Yeah,
with
capitalism. Karl Marx is my savior.
No, it's a capitalist organization. The economy allows people to be able to earn more for their families and strive for greatness. No,
We won't get abused.
no.
What's up, history buffs? Today we're diving into one of the most intense periods of the U.S. labor history, the strikes of the late 1800s. We're ranking 5 of the biggest strikes from that area in a tier list, from S tier legendary moments to D tier not so great outcomes. Let's get into it. Alright, starting at number 5, we have the Great Railroad Strike of 1877. This one was huge. Workers were fed up with wage cuts and unsafe conditions, so they walked off the job, shutting down railroads in several states. Things got wild. Federal troops were called in, and over 100 people died. It was the first major national strike, but it didn't end in big gains for workers. A solid B tier for kicking things off, but not winning much. Next up, the Haymarket Affair of 1886. This Chicago rally started as a peaceful fight for the 8-hour workday, but turned tragic when a bomb exploded during a protest. 8 anarchists were arrested, and public opinion turned against the labor union for a while. Definitely a significant event, but the bad press makes it a C tier. Steelworkers at Andrew Carnegie's plant weren't having it when wages were cut. They clashed with Private Pinkerton guards in a bloody battle. The strike was eventually crushed, but it highlighted the brutal conditions workers faced, a B tier for the effort and the sheer drama. Now let's talk about the Pullman strike of 1894. Pullman strikes had their wages slashed, but still had to pay high rents to live in company housing. The strike spread nationwide, and federal troops got involved, leading to dozens of deaths. It was a major turning point in labor history and led to the creation of Labor Day, so this was an A tier. And finally, the top dog, the Knights of the Labor strikes of the 1880s. These strikes were all about uniting workers across industries, from railroad workers to factory hands. The Knights pushed for an 8-hour workday and saw some wins. Though the movement didn't last long, still, their influence and their labor reform, legendary, S tier for sure. And there you have it, from the groundbreaking railroad strike to the legendary Knights of Labor. These events shaped the future of worker rights in America. Got a favorite? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more history tier lists. Until next time, stay curious.
What's up, guys? My name is Uriah Stevens, and today I'll be taking you back to the 1880s, where I founded the Knights of Labor movement. Today I'll be completing 3 challenges to win $3,000 for this worker in need.
Go.
For our first challenge, I'm going to be climbing this stairwell. I'm climbing this stairwell just like how the Knights of Labor fought for workers to be able to climb the social ladder and their factory economic system. Yes. Yeah. That's $1,000 for this worker in need. We're back, guys. In this challenge, we're gonna be shooting a basket with my team so that we can make $1,000 for this worker in need again. Just like how the Knights of Labor had to use teamwork to have secret negotiations and collective bargaining, me and my team, we're gonna shoot this basket, and we're gonna make it. For our next challenge, I'm racing against time because as Knights of Labor, we fight for decreased working hours. We want 9 to 5 working hours for all industrial workers. You're almost there. Come on, you got it. Woo! That brings us to $3,000 for this worker.
You know what, Tyler? Maybe there are educational videos out there.